uh, local identity and local topographical conditions. So what Digital Green does is it identifies the local innovations, it trains people on the local people on the video production and makes 8 to 10 minute videos and screen those innovations to the local people. You're getting the logic. So the classical extension models, which are training, demonstration, and field visits, somehow they are creating some kind of gap. So this model is trying to address that gap by making the agriculture extension as local as possible. So do you have any doubts as of now? Yeah. Right now, yes, right now we are working with the self-help groups across India. So we have frontline staff, we have knowledge workers in each village where they're supposed to do the agriculture extension in terms of knowledge dissemination. What we do is we give the small set of Pico projector to them and we ask them to screen the videos to the local women farmers, especially men also welcome, men farmers. And when we are screening the video, how this screening the video is different from the television viewing is that the whoever organizing the screening will stop on a certain point, will stop the video and explain what is being told in the video. So play and pause method that mediator uses, which means we are not only depending on the visual material in the form of video, we are also making maximum use of human mediation to convey the agriculture information or to disseminate the agriculture information. So which means you have video. A video is an innovative agriculture practice. For example, Nada pit construction. How do you construct the Nada pit How do you do the Nada pit construction? What are the measurements? What are the ingredients? Or what are the processes involved in the Nada pit construction? There in the video, we organize the information about the Nada pit construction. So when we organizing the information about the Nada pit construction, what this person, knowledge worker or the mediator or whoever is screening, what he does, what she does is, this is how you should do the Nada pit construction, which means video information is being mediated, is being transmitted by the local knowledge person. So that is the difference. That is the difference of digital green video from the traditional television agriculture program. So that we disseminate while we also do the human mediation. You understand? Any doubt? I'll show you how human mediation takes place, what kind of equipment that they use while they are transferring the agriculture knowledge, while they are disseminating the agriculture knowledge. I'll show you a demonstration, a demo video on dissemination. This is all introduction part. I'll also get into the technical part and also get into the skill-based training part within these 2 hours of time. This is just a basic introduction of digital green approach. Can somebody switch off the lights? Dominant portion. It is not giving sound. That's it. Can we correct the mic? Can we correct? Are you able to see the small projector over there? Yeah? Small projector that is checking the projector is also displaying a video. This projector that we call it as a Pico projector, my small tiny pocket size digital video projector.
ఈరోజు కార్యక్రమంలో మన మొదటిగా మన ప్రార్థన గీతం అయిన తర్వాత మన ఎజెండా అంశాలు మన కార్యక్రమం చేద్దాం. మొదటిగా ప్రార్థన గీతం చేస్తాం. గతంలో మనము నియమాసనం సినిమా చూడడం జరిగింది. నియమాసనం చూసి చేసుకుని దానివల్ల లాభాలు ఏంటో చెప్పమ్మా, దాన్ని చూసారు.
So this is how you mediate. One mediates. During every week, on Friday or Thursday, they watch a video. After watching the video, this knowledge worker, what he does is he follows up with them. You've seen this innovative agriculture practice. Are you interested to practice it or not? So he follows it with them. That is how he is following with them now. You've seen a video on Nemasam last week. What was the result of it? He is asking the question. This is called human mediation. You mediate. You negotiate with your participants.
కొట్టుకుంటే దానికి ఒకసారి కొట్టడానికి 2,000 అయ్యి దీనివల్ల 2,000 అంటే బాగుంటుంది.
మా పర్లేదు చాలా లాభాలు జరిగింది. మన బైకాలను మనకు ఉపయోగించడం జరిగింది. చాలా సంతోషం. ఈ పద్ధతి అంతా చేయడానికి చాలా కష్టపడినామా? ఈ పద్ధతి మనం అంతా చేసుకున్నాము.
మనం చేసుకోవడమే కదా, మనం తయారు చేసి మనం చేసుకోవడం కష్టం. ఖర్చు తక్కువైంది.
వేరే ఏసీ
అదే పచ్చ పురుగు, కాళ్ళ పురుగు, కాలు బాటలు పెట్టుకున్న వల్ల కొంచెం తగ్గినాయి. కానీ అది చూస్తే కొంచెం మంచిగా ఉంటుంది. మనం కషాయం కొట్టుకోవడమా ఇలాంటివి వాడుకోవాలనేది తెలుస్తుంది.
సమస్యలు ఏమొస్తున్నాయమ్మా?
మా వల్లే మొత్తం తెల్లగా అయి దోమకాట్లు ఎక్కడ బీపీకి పెడితే అంతా ఇట్లా ముద్దలు మొత్తం కింది పడిపోతుంది. పచ్చ దోమ వస్తుంది, నల్లది ఇట్లా రెక్కల పురుగు ఇక మొత్తం పుల్లు అయ్యి ఇట్లా నాటి పెట్టేది దాంట్లో మొత్తం ఇట్లా అయిపోతుంది.
మరి దానికి నివారణ ఉపాయంగా మనం మన రాజకీయ అంశాలు చూస్తే అవి నివారించబడతాయి. చూద్దామమ్మా.
తక్కువ చేసుకుంటాం తెచ్చుకున్న వీటితోటి మంచిగా చేసుకుంటాం.
గ్రామీణ ఈ మహిళలకు ఖర్చు లేకుండా వ్యవసాయ పద్ధతి చూపించడానికి ప్రోగ్రామ్ పెట్టినాము. ఆ పద్ధతి ఏదో మనం చూద్దామంటే ఇప్పుడు చూద్దాం. ముందుగా మనకు ఈ వడ్లు రాజకీయ అంశాల్లో మనకు విష్ణువర్ధన్ రెడ్డి అని.
So are you getting the point that the knowledge worker, the frontline staff of agriculture extension program will try to create the context for the video being screened, video which will be screened. So this is the situation that you have so many problems in your paddy cultivation. Now can we watch a video on the paddy? There is this video which talks about non-negotiable points, that the practices that one should practice in the paddy cultivation in order to get more yield and reduce the input costs. So there is a video. So he creates the context that is called mediation, that you try to give the human touch to the knowledge transmission. You try to create the bond between the farmers and the knowledge, and you try to remove the gap in the information transfer of agriculture extension with the video. This is called human mediated video dissemination. This is the underlying principle of digital green work. That we identify the content, we identify the local needs, we make the video content in the local areas with the local people, especially with the farmers, that we train farmers on the video production, and we take those videos and we give those videos to the knowledge workers in each village, and also provide them with this digital equipment called Pico projector, and we train them. Especially digital emphasizes more on quality training. Until unless that human mediation works properly, there will be no use of video extension. So that's the reason why we try to integrate human mediation. So how do we integrate the human mediation into the video dissemination? We try to build the capacities of these knowledge workers. How do you deal with the adults? How do you deal with the adult farmers? How do you communicate to them? How do you understand them? How do you bring them to the screening? How do you make them adopt these practices? So digital can equally gives emphasis to the training of these people. Apart from video production, apart from dissemination. So would like to watch a complete video, or I'll screen 2 more minutes because I have no time. I was asked to cover many.
నెల్లూరు జిల్లా నవోదయ రైతు ఆయన వదిలే రాజకీయ అంశాలు మొత్తం చూపించడం జరిగింది. ఆ పద్ధతి ఏదో మనం ఇప్పుడు చూద్దాం.
నీళ్ళు ఉన్న వారికి నీరు లేదు, నీరు అందుబాటులో ఉన్న వారికి కరెంట్ లేదు, విత్తనాల కోసం క్యూలు, పురుగు మందుల కోసం అప్పులు, మధ్యలో ప్రకృతి వైపరీత్యాలు. ఇలా ఎన్నెన్నో కష్టాలను అధిగమించి సాగు చేస్తే పండిన పంటకి గిట్టుబాటు ధర. ఏంటి ఇలా ఈసారి కూడా ఇలా జరిగింది?
Remember, the italic subtitles on the video are the film dialogues. The regular font subtitles are the actual mediation. The italic subtitles, now you see. So these are the dialogues from the video. You may not be able to see the video properly because when you shoot the projection and bring it and make it as a video, you might lose that tiny portion quality, but there is a video being screened. That video also has the dialogues. That dialogue has been subtitles in italics.
సరే శివాడు బాధపడద్దు, రేపు పద్ధతులు చెప్తాను, పాటించు, తక్కువ ఖర్చు వచ్చి ఎక్కువ ఆదాయం పొందొచ్చు.
Here he mentioned one innovative practice. Will be more. Clarity will be more. Because they will watch. This video being shot in the night conditions, in the late evening hours. What we are trying to do is, in order to capture the mediation with the mediator, we put up some lights. So the moment we put up some lights, the resolution has come down a little bit. Otherwise, if you are watching in pitch darkness, you will see the visual, you can understand the content. So this is the method that Digital Green Human Mediation employs, that on each practice, on each relevant information, the mediator stops the video. He pauses the video, he explains it to them. Until unless you structurally disseminate, you structurally in order disseminate or you transmit the information, there will be no use of the information that we are giving. That's the reason why human mediation plays very crucial role in digital green video dissemination. Right. So this is a broad understanding of digital green work, that we produce videos according to the local needs with the local people, and we disseminate videos to the local farmers. Yes, sir.
Is it a real-time video or edited version of video?
Which one?
This one,
This is real time, yes.
not edited version.
No. Almost real time.
The ladies replied, everybody was talking positive about the technology.
Yeah.
some people, they got the positive result, they will talk positively. Some people got negative result, they will talk negatively. But in the video, everybody is talking positive about the technology.
They are not talking positively.
That's why I'm asking you, this is the edited version or the...
No, what we have done is we put up, in order to reduce the manipulation in the video production, we put up the two cameras. One camera is on the mediator and the screen. Another camera is on the participants. So we try to take. So in training, what we do is we try to create the structure to each dissemination. This is how you deal with the adult farmer. This is how you deal with them. You encourage them to talk. So when somebody encourages to talk them, make them talk, I think they will definitely talk the positive things. They also mentioned that still they have some problems in their fields. One woman said that she is practicing this non-pesticide management practice called Neemastram, that she is getting positive results. Another woman also said that, no, in our paddy crop that we have so many problems. So which means there is nothing. So reaching the entire Bihar, we are saturating the Bihar by 2015. AP and Bihar, we have been working with the National Rural Livelihood Mission, because Rural Livelihood Mission supports a lot of women groups. Right, I hope you understand the basic overview of digital green video. Yes, either digital green should approach you or you should approach the digital green. But digital green essentially is looking forward to work with NRLM partner agencies, National Rural Livelihood. Because as I mentioned, if you are an agency to use this video tool, this model, you must have your own extension model already. What we do is we support the existing extension model. We try to bring the qualitative difference in your existing extension model. So we also been working on health, financial literacy aspect. We just started up, but our focus area is agriculture, supporting small and medium scale farming innovations. Right, I'll be copying these videos on the computer. If anybody is interested, they can take. Yes, these are all open source videos. They are available on the Digital Green website. Yeah. You go to Digital Green website. You go to this page. You'll find what are the kinds of videos that you are looking for. We have a collection of 2,500 videos across the globe. No, wherever we work, we produce videos. Right now, we are working in Andhra Pradesh, so we have videos in Telugu. We are working in Bihar, we have videos in Hindi. So we are working in Orissa, we have videos in Odia. So like that. Yeah, we are working on nutrition. I don't know. We are planning to expand. Right now we are working in Karimnagar, Medak, Warangal, Chittoor, Anantapur, Nellore and Vijayanagaram. Nalgonda also we are planning to extend. Right, I'll quickly wrap up the digital green approach that we initiate the work. This is our work cycle that we do the research And after that, we'll go and collaborate with the existing extension system. And at the same time, we will also go and identify the farmers. What are their needs? So based on their needs, what we'll do is we'll identify the topic. After identifying the topic, what we'll do is we'll do the video production. After doing the video production, we will use those videos for the human-mediated dissemination. After that, so this is a process. So that you identify the content, you produce the content, you disseminate, and after disseminate that you follow up with the participants. You've seen this particular practice, which is cost effective, which benefits you a lot, whether you are interested in following it or not. Like that, this human mediation goes ahead. After that, what we do is, if the farmer is adopting it, we'll take it in the reporting. We'll upload. 15 people have seen the video in this particular village in Rangareddy district, and out of 15, 4 people have shown the interest to adopt the practice. After 15 days, what this knowledge worker will do is, he will go and verify the adoption, whether these 4 farmers actually adopted it or not. That is called adoption reporting. How we do the adoption reporting, my colleague Srinivas will take you through. Right. Right, now I am getting into video production. We identify the topic, and after that we also identify the video resource persons from the local farmers community. Here comes the question: what kind of equipment that Digital Green uses? Digital Green uses very low cost production equipment. We use portable size of cameras, pocket size cameras, this kind of cameras, in order to reduce the cost in the agriculture extension. Because we don't want to make agriculture extension in the name of technology more costly. In the name of technology, we would like to make it as less expensive as possible. That's the reason why we use these pocket size cameras. And we also use open source softwares like Windows Live Movie Maker, which is a free software to edit the videos. So through this process, if you observe the technology part, it is highly less expensive, very less expensive. 12,000 rupees Pico projector and 10,000 rupees worth of camera, and you have computer, yes, to edit the videos. So technological interventions are not costly in Digital Green approach. We try to promote, because when we are working with the government, when we are working with the various partners, they should not feel burdened. And yes, if it is costly, it is better to avoid it. That is what we believe. The whole idea of knowledge transmission and knowledge creation, knowledge dissemination, we would like to make it very less expensive, and that is what we believe. Right. Right. This is what that in simplest terms, produced by the community, of the community, from the local areas and for the community. And this is the process again in an elaborate sense. Topic identification. After topic identification, we develop a storyboard. After that, we do the shooting. After that, we complete the editing, and we'll do the after completing the video, we'll give it for diffusion or dissemination. Both are same in Digital Green context. So after that, adoption. How many farmers are following that particular practice after watching the video, and we'll also take the reporting. Right. Here comes interesting point. How many of you interested in learning video production here? Everyone is interested, yes. Video production, usually, any kind of video production training requires more time. But what I'll try to do is, I'll try to give the basic inputs during this time. Okay. I'll demonstrate the camera, how it works. How do you need to understand the video production? So what is the basic shot in a video? What is the basic unit in video? Anybody? What is the basic unit in a motion picture, in a moving image? Frame. In other words, no. The basic unit of any moving image is shot. Is shot. What are the various kinds of shots? Close-up shot? Yeah. I don't want you to make a notes of my definitions because these are all loosely phrased. I don't want to make video production training or video production discussion as descriptive. Video production cannot be descriptive. It is highly creative job, but I'll try to give the inputs. It's highly creative job. So when we train the people, when we train our video resource persons who are farmers actually, we try to train them in a very basic level. That shot is the basic unit of any moving image. Within the shot, you have the big close-up, which covers till chin. After that, you have the close-up, which covers till neck. So this is the medium close-up, MCU, from chest to top. After that, mid-shot from top to waist, till the bottom of the waist. And you have the medium long shot. Am I making it very fast? Is it okay? Is it okay? Basically, I am trying to tell how we approach the video production training. As I mentioned, that 2 hours is very less time to train on video production. But I am trying to give an idea on video production. Low budget video production or zero budget video production, how we approach and how we train the farmers. So this kind of visual aids that we use to train the farmers, this is called medium long shot from knees to up, and that is called long shot. If you're covering the entire subject of the person, that's called long shot. This is very long shot. Apart from subject, if you are also covering the background of the subject, that is called long shot. And how do you compose the shots? Do you have any idea? How many of you are doing photography or know the photography? How do you? Rule of third. Oh, great. You are a photographer or videographer? Okay, you have done communication. So how do you, what is rule of third? Can you explain to them so that I can skip? I need a marker. Can you switch on lights? Right, imagine this entire thing is your frame. Any photography rule, any good photographic composition or video composition that says that when you are positioning the camera or the subject, you should position subject either here or here. You divide your frame into 9 even boxes. On the topper intersection of the boxes, you should fix your subject, either this side or this side. You look at that shot of this puppy. So what is the dominant part of a puppy? So what is the main part? Head, right? So where they place? Here at the intersection. This is the basic rule that we teach to the farmers. Teaching farmers, when you compose a fellow farmer in frame, when you want to shoot, how do you shoot? You simply follow this rule. Either you position them or here or here. Why? Yeah, very good question. Very, very good question. When you look at an object, where will be your senses? When you look at an object, you are looking at me. Where are you looking at? For example, you are looking at this object. Where is your emphasis? In the middle of the subject, to your eye level. Any subject, you will not look at the top, you will not look down. You will try to look right at the center. Human perception of visual is actually located at the center, not on the top, not on the bottom.
But when we are looking to the person, we are looking to the top at face, not at the stomach.
Right. Human subjects are different. Human subjects are different, but you are looking in a physical world. You are not looking in the visual world. I have asked you the question, when you are looking at the frame, where will you look at? When you are watching television, whether you follow the scrolling or whether you follow the logo?
Center.
Center. Am I right? Intersection point. I'll tell you. What is the reason? Okay. If you keep it, I'll tell you. I'll also tell you what is the reason. If you keep it here, the space that you leave is very minimal to the top to the subject. From the top to the subject, the space you leave is very minimal. But if you keep exactly at the center, it will be more. The moment you are leaving the more space right above the subject's face, what it will create? It will reduce the power of your subject. You have so much a big frame, you are not using the frame at all. You are using this part of frame and you are leaving it unused. That's the reason why that shot will look to the normal audience as a rightful composition. No place in that frame is left empty. Of course, yes, you can break this rule if it is not community video production. When we are doing community video production, we try to make visual as realistic as possible. If you are watching V channel or MTV, they don't follow this rule. They put the camera on the top of the anchor or right on the ground. They'll show that. So in community video production, we don't want to dramatize the visual. We don't want to exaggerate the visual. You can break this rule if it is not community video production.
In this rule of third, who is first, second and third?
That you divide into the three.
No, but who is third here?
Only thirds.
Or the 1/3, 2/3? Okay. So extension people knows that only.
Yeah. On this shot that we will, this principle will tell to our video resource persons when they are going for interviews and all, how to record the videos and all. And we also tell this rule called 180 degrees. Right. Imagine that two farmers are discussing. One farmer is doing the innovative agriculture practice. Another farmer is wanted to learn that innovative agriculture practice. There's two farmers, both A and B. A is doing innovative agriculture practice. B wants to learn this practice details from the A. So A is standing this side, B is standing this side. A is standing this side, B is standing that side. Right? Clear? Now the concept? Now video resource persons wanted to do this shot. But when they wanted to shoot this discussion, there is a lot of action. I ask a question, you answer back. I have my own reflections while you're talking. So which means I need to take multiple shots in order to create the situation. Two farmers are doing animated discussion. But in the beginning of the shot, in the beginning of the discussion, A is looking left. A is standing left side of the frame. B is standing on the right side of the frame. A is standing on the left side of the frame. B is standing on the right side of the frame. Throughout the discussion, their positions should not change. Quite often that we face when we send our video resource person to shoot the discussion between the farmers, A is standing left, B is standing right. But what this video resource person is doing is, video resource person is changing the camera position. He will take a shot from here. He will take a shot from here. He will take a shot from here. But in the shot number 1, A is looking right only. In the shot number 3, A become left. Who should be the right? A should be the right. Should be the right side of the frame. But the moment they put the camera here, A came to left side. So which means you disturb the spatial construct of the audience. Your audience already identified the A farmer on the right side. But in the third frame, your farmer is coming and talking from the left side. So in order to avoid this dilemma, this confusion, there is this rule called 180 degrees. That rule says, imagine this is a frame. This is a frame. A is here. B is also here. A, B. Now I draw an imaginary line of 180 degrees. An imaginary line of 180 degrees. Any line, anywhere, any can. It need not be this side, it need not to be this side, it can be like this. An imaginary line of 180 degrees. You understand? You see the frame, you create an imaginary line in your mind. The moment you create this imaginary line, you position the camera on only one side of the imaginary line. You should position the camera. The moment you change the camera position, first position is here, second position is here, third position is here. You should position your camera to the one side of this line. The moment you cross it, then your subject's positions will change. So this rule is well applied, highly used in cinema, anywhere. And the two actors are talking to each other. This rule is they maintaining. Left hand side hero is there, right hand side hero is there. Throughout the scene, you will have multiple shots, but the positions remain same. Here in the community video productions, when the two farmers are talking, if you follow this rule, any doubts? Imaginary line that you create, that you don't cross the imaginary line. But sometimes in films what they do is, they keep the camera here. For 3 minutes they keep the camera. 4th minute onwards they use the trellis or track. So which means you erase this imaginary line. The moment you use the track, you erase this imaginary line. So once you erase this imaginary line, you are using this track, you stop the track here. Again you can create another imaginary line. The moment you stop the track, you choose this imaginary line and shoot from here. So we don't use tracks and other advanced video production. So we try to use this simple principle in order to keep the subjects in their own positions. Any doubts? Right. There is this theory called in visual. You keep the camera on the from the above. You are taking the shot of a subject from the above. It shows the power of the shot. Like you are reducing the power of the subject, whereas you are elevating the power of the camera. If you keep the camera quite below to the subject, you are elevating the subject like larger than life. But in community video production, we never elevate and we never reduce the subjects that are formers. In regular feature films, that all hero-centered films, that they try to keep the camera on the ground and take the shot, which means the cinematographer is trying to convey the meaning of larger than life. If they wanted to show the villain character, they wanted to reduce the power of the villain. But in community video production, what we try to advocate, that you try to keep the camera position 100% eye level to the subject. We don't want to elevate. That's the reason why in previous that human mediation dissemination, the cameras are all positioned to the mediator's eye level, to the participant's eye level. Right? Right. Now the interesting point. But how do we tell the stories? Right? Here is a farmer who is doing innovative agriculture practice. We wanted to tell a story. We wanted to make a video out of it. How do we do it? Can we make it as a news story? In digital green, again, like human mediation, in video storytelling, we've developed this concept called facilitation. The facilitation concept in video production is that video resource persons wanted to make a video on this particular practice. Why do they wanted to make video? Because this practice has so much information to be given to the farmers. What is this so much information to be given to the farmer? This practice needs to have this many ingredients that if somebody wanted to follow, they should have these ingredients. They should mix these ingredients in a proper balanced way. So there's so much of information about the practice. How do you make it as a story depends on the facilitation. That one farmer, local farmer, who is in the need of that information, will go and talk to another farmer who is already doing the practice. There they will do the facilitation talk in front of camera. Yes, I have this problem in my paddy cultivation during this season. Oh, really? You have this problem in your paddy cultivation? Listen, I have been doing this practice. Why don't you follow? What is that practice? So this discussion is actually a facilitation discussion. In the form of facilitation discussion, what video resource person is trying to do is trying to organize the information related to that practice in a more structured way. And the facilitation will give the story mode to the video. Rather than dryly narrating, thus this particular farmer is following this innovative practice, why don't you do? Instead of doing the documentary kind of storytelling, what we try to do is we try to do this facilitation kind of storytelling. Yeah, that is what. Sometimes, most of the times, it is pre-planned. Because we don't ourselves tell video resource persons to go and shoot in this way. facilitation is one kind of storytelling. Sometimes video resource person is quite active that he wanted to use the voiceover. They'll say that small and medium scale farmers are facing so many problems in the voiceover. Why they are facing problems? Because they are not following the non-negotiables in the paddy cultivation. Here is a model farmer who is doing the non-negotiable practice in the paddy cultivation. Let us learn from him. Straight away he will take the audience to the innovative farmer. Sometimes. So storytelling type we don't advocate. This way only you do it, this way only you don't do it. You should not do it. We never advocate. Yeah. But subject content we try to help, because when we are working with the partner will have the subject matter experts. The subject matter experts will give the content. These are all the content points. These are the information related to the practice. Though the practicing farmer misses any information, you please include. But the storytelling types, largely we don't advocate. They try to create their own stories. They try to write, I'm not exaggerating. If you want to watch Digital Gin videos, different kinds of storytelling that you can find on the YouTube. So facilitation discussion is largely been used. One farmer asks the questions to the another farmer about the practice. Right? This is the storytelling method that we use. Six days. 3 days we do shooting, production, 2 days editing, and yes, they also come for review of the subject matter experts. So yeah, you can take it as a 1 week. I'll show you a video how the facilitation talk happens. How a facilitation talk happens inside the video. How many of you know Telugu? That's it, very mega. Telugu. Andar Telugu. Non-Telugu people, I'll try to explain the concept, but this is one of the recently made video. So last week only we upload how the facilitation happens, how the context to the story is created. So the subject here in this video is custom hiring center. There's this facility in this particular village, which is custom hiring center, where you can grind your organic flour, whatever that you use in your practices. It can be neem kernel powder, anything. So there is this facility. So this facility, the information about this facility should be known to the local farmers. So the point here is elevating the custom hiring center in your area. So what are the benefits? What are the facilities are there in your custom hiring center? So how the video resource person creates the context, we'll watch now. You'll have a small facilitation talk at the beginning of the video, where they talk, what are doing, where did you get this flour? I went to that custom hiring center. So there they ask questions. Another farmer will give the answers. There the story moves to the custom hiring center. There video resource person again explains what all the facilities are available in the custom hiring center. So it's a well structured community video produced in Medak district. So please watch it.
వేపపిండి మలేషియా ఏది పని చేస్తుంది వేపపిండి దుక్కులను అనుకోవడానికి మన కూరగాయలు వేసే ముందు లేదా వచ్చే పంటలు వేసే ముందు అనుకుంటే ఏమిటంటే మన రసాయనిక ఎరువులు వాడకుండా ఈ వేపపిండి వాడితే ఓహో ఇది రసాయనిక ఎరువుల కంటే చాలా బాగా పనిచేస్తుంది అన్నట్టు. అవు మల్లేష్ అన్న, ఇది పంట వేయక ముందు దుక్కిలో చల్లుకుంటే నీళ్ళలో ఉన్న చీడ పురుగుల్ని అరికట్టవచ్చు. ఎక్కడ తెచ్చుకున్నావు? మన మన గ్రామంలో రైతు
So this is the facilitation talk, typical facilitation talk.
అందులో తెచ్చుకున్నాను. ఈ వేపపిండి కొనుక్కొచ్చుకున్నావా? అవునన్నా, నేనైతే కొనుక్కొచ్చుకున్నా. కాకపోతే మన దగ్గర గింజలు ఉంటే అక్కడ పట్టించుకోవచ్చు, గిన్నె ఉంది అక్కడ. అవునన్నా, మన రైతు సేవా కేంద్రంలో ఈ వేపపిండి ఒకటే దొరుకుతా లేకపోతే ఇంకేమైనా దొరుకుతుందా? వేపపిండి ఒకటే కాదు మల్లేష్ అన్న, దాని ద్వారా అన్ని రకాల కషాయాలు కూడా తీసుకోవచ్చు. అవునా అన్న, అయితే నేను పొలంలో కలుపుకోవడానికి నేను కూడా పోయి తెచ్చుకుంటానే. రైతు సేవా కేంద్రం గురించి చెప్పినందుకు నీకు ధన్యవాదాలు. మంచిగా. అందరికీ నమస్కారం. నా పేరు శేఖర్. మాది కృష్ణపేట గ్రామం, నర్సాపూర్ మండలం, మెదక్ జిల్లా. మా గ్రామ సంఘం వారు రైతు సేవా కేంద్రం ఏర్పాటు చేయడానికి నన్ను తీర్మానించడం జరిగింది. అందులో భాగంగా ఈ మిషన్ నాకు లోన్ రూపంలో ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. ఈ మిషన్ రేటు 24,000 రూపాయలు. 10,000 రూపాయలు సబ్సిడీ పోను 14,000కు నాకు గ్రామ సంఘం ఇప్పించడం జరిగింది. దీని ద్వారా నాకు నెలకు 1000 నుండి 1,500 వరకు ఆదాయం వస్తుంది. వచ్చిన ఆదాయంతో చిన్న మొత్తంగా నేను 500 రూపాయలు గ్రామ సంఘానికి ప్రతి నెల కంతు చెల్లిస్తున్నాను. దీనివల్ల నాకు మరి మా గ్రామంలో ఉన్న రైతులు అందరికీ వేపపిండి పట్టుకోవడానికి, మరి కషాయాలు తీసుకోవడానికి, పప్పు పిండి గిట్ట పట్టుకోవడానికి మిషన్ చాలా ఉపయోగకరంగా ఉంది. వ్యవసాయంలో వచ్చే ఆదాయంతో పాటు ఈ మిషన్ ద్వారా నేను కొంత ఆదాయం సంపాదించుకోగలుగుతున్నాను. ఇది వచ్చేసి వేపపిండి పట్టుకోవడానికి జాలి మార్చుకోవాలి, కషాయాల కంటే ఈ జాలి మార్చుకోవాలి. అదేవిధంగా ఈ రెండు కాకుండా మనకు పప్పు పిండికి పిండి కానీ కారం కానీ పట్టుకోవడానికి దానికి సపరేట్గా జాలి ఉంటుంది. ఇందులో ఈ జాలి తీసేసి ఇది అమర్చినట్లయితే ఏ దానికి పట్టుకోవడానికి ఆస్కారం ఉంటుంది. దీనివల్ల అన్ని రకాల వేపపిండి కాకుండా అన్ని రకాలుగా పట్టుకోవడానికి చాలా ఉపయోగకరంగా ఉంటుంది. మనిషిన మన దగ్గర వేపపిండి కషాయాలు ఏ పంటకు తెగులు వచ్చినా అన్ని రకాల కషాయాలు దొరుకుతాయన్న. ఎప్పుడు వచ్చినా సరే రైతు సేవా కేంద్రంలో ఎప్పటికీ ఉంటాయన్న.
Again the facilitation talk.
అదే లేదా మెడికి వచ్చిన ఒక వీడియో కావాలి. ఒకటి కావాలా, రెండు కావాలంట? ఒకటి చాలు తమ్మి, మంచి రావట్లేదు. అయితే ఒక రోజుకు 30 రూపాయలు అన్నది. ఎన్ని కావాలంటే అన్ని ఇక్కడ మన రైతు కేంద్రంలో ఎక్కువ ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి నీకు ఎన్ని ఉంటాను తీసుకుపోతా. ఈ రోజు ఒక జాలు తమ్మి, మంచి రావట్లేదు, ఒక జాలు మంచిదన్నా ఇస్తాను తా.
Right. What, sir? Right. Once we identify the content, we work out on the storyboard. In the storyboard, that we try to include all the content points. Content points are about the practice and how those content points will be narrated. So before the production only, before the shooting only, we develop this storyboarding. We means video resource person. We facilitate that they are doing the storyboarding. For each storyboard development, technical video production expert will be with the VRPs, and the subject matter experts on that particular matter practice will be sitting with the video resource person. So while the video resource person is developing the storyboard, they'll facilitate how do you tell this particular practice into a story form. What are the points need to be covered. So after developing the storyboarding, we'll schedule the production and we'll go and do the shooting, complete the editing. So how do we do the editing is that we edit videos on Windows Live Movie Maker. So which is the open source software. So we edit videos on Windows Live Movie Maker. All these video resource persons will be trained on this Windows Live Movie Maker. It is a very simple editing tool if one want to learn. Just like that, if that you shoot something and you wanted to edit that content. So what you do is you do the right clicking, add videos and photos. You go to the source file wherever that you kept your shooting material. You click like this, open. That you bring your shooting material onto the timeline. This is called timeline. You bring it into the Windows Live Movie Maker software where you do the basic editing. So for example, I don't want this discussion part, where I'll do the right click and split. The small clip will be removed. There you delete it. I don't want this, you remove this. Like this, you try to build the sequence. Shot number 1, shot number 2, which shot that you want. Which shot that you want to put in the beginning of the sequence. Which shot you put in the middle of the sequence. So you try to organize. To organize the shots, that you will have this split tool. You will also have this edit option. That from here I want start point. I'll repeat. For example, from here I want this clip, where you'll go to the edit, click the start point. Also set the end point. The moment you set the end point, start point, it will become independent clip. Whether you want to keep it in the sequence, whether you want to remove from the sequence, that you'll have to do. So which means you can edit the video by using split tool, or you can also edit the video by using start point and end point. From which part of the scene to which part of the scene that you want to put start point and end point. So that we have taken. We don't want to put this shot in the beginning of the video. We want to put somewhere here. We want to put it at the end. Like I want to keep it here. So since we are doing the storyboarding in a more organized way, we don't shoot excessive shooting material. we shoot very reasonable time. For example, if we need 10-12 minutes of video, maximum we shoot 30-minute content. So editing 30 minutes content into 10-minute video is not a big deal. That's the reason why we complete editing in one day. So that's it. If you would like to ask any questions on the community video production to the agriculture extension about Digital Green experiences, I'm ready to answer them back. So, and let me remind you that Digital Green is a tool which supports the existing agriculture extension. Hang on. You would like to have more understanding on editing, or more understanding on editing, right? For example, you open the Windows Live Movie Maker. This is Windows Live Movie Maker. Just you open a software. You wanted to do the editing on the shooting material that you have. How do you import that shooting material? You'll have to click here. After clicking here, you go to the source. Where is your shooting material? On the desktop, model dissemination video is your shooting material. You bring it here. After bringing it here, you'll have the clips. 1 minute you taken this shot, 1 minute you taken that shot, you taken the third shot as 3 minutes. So how much duration that you want, you set. For example, shot number 1. Imagine this is a shot number 1. Shot number 1 from 10 seconds that you wanted to take in the final film. Shot number 1 from minute 5 to 10 seconds to you want to take. There you set the start point. Remaining part will be removed. So automatically the remaining part will be removed. So from here it will start. In that case, you'll have to import again. Original is there. In editing technique, original files will remain intact. Importing means the particular editing software takes the video footage into its compatible understanding. Any AVIs it will take. So the thing with Movie Maker is it will not support advanced formats like HD, HDV, .mov. Though it accepts the advanced video formats, it will accept in its own compatible format. Either it will reduce the quality of the footage or it will minimize the frame size like that. So for this kind of video production, Windows Movie Maker will not do any kind of disturbance. Yeah, it will take. Like this, you try to arrange the shots that whatever you want. So not necessary shots, not required shots that you eliminate, you remove them. So once you start doing the removing or elimination of shots that you don't want to put in the sequence, which means you are building the sequence of shots. Whatever the shot number 1 I want from minute 1 to minute 2. Here you have the timeline, 7 minutes 23 seconds. So from here you want, what you do is you do the split. You do the split, which means you cut the sequence. This part you don't want, then that you remove. From here only it will come. So which means either you cut or you can do this start point or end point. For each clip you can give the start point and end point, or in the middle of the clip that you can use this split tool to cut the shot. So whatever the portion, either the left side or right side, for example This is a huge shot. Imagine that this is a huge shot. Only one shot. The whole here, what I do is I split this huge shot into two parts. There is a split. This right hand part I don't want. That what I do is I removed it. Or left hand part I don't want. I remove it. So video editing is all about more than technicalities. It's all about sense of storytelling. Like I mentioned in the previous video, I'll show you again. I'll show you how this video resource person managed very good editing. See, for the shot number 1, he established this farmer. This particular farmer is doing some work in his farm. That you established. Shot number 2, immediately same action continues, another farmer entering into the frame. How precisely edited the video. Imagine this, the video resource person who is actually a farmer. How precisely composed the shot, how precisely edited. Shot number 1 of the same action. Understand? The farmer is doing the same action in the shot number 1. Understand the first shot. Look at the action, what the farmer is doing. Look at the action. The farmer is doing the same thing. But the difference here is that second shot the video resource person is using to establish another person is entering. It is nothing technical, it is highly creative. Editing. Now you tell me whether editing is technical or creative. Yes, you have the software to cut the shot wherever you want. But before that you must have the shots to edit. If I don't have the first shot, straight away if I have taken only the second shot, the impact these two shots put together created is nowhere comparable to the single shot conveying the story. That's the reason why production and post-production, shooting and editing are quite interrelated. The more conceptualization, the more storyboarding that you do, the more good shooting you do, and the more good shooting you do, there is a more possibility of good editing. That's the reason why we emphasize the definitive preparation of the storyboard. You prepare the storyboard before you go for shoot. Both in a technical way and in conceptual way. Content points you should not miss. If you are making a video on custom hiring center, what all the facilities are available at the custom hiring center, how it becomes helpful to the farmers, whoever is watching this video, how do we need to approach this custom hiring center, and what are the rates in the custom hiring center. These are the content. But how do you tell this custom hiring center details in a story form? There you choose the facilitators. There you choose the exact custom hiring center. So this definitive planning is quite necessary. That's the reason why we emphasize on storyboarding. This video is shot with this camera only. Look at this small shot that farmer is doing. This one. Where is the camera position? To the eye level or not? Is it to the eye level of the subject or not? Camera position. Little? No. Here the challenge here is one farmer is higher than other farmer. That you'll have to make choices now. Yes, sir.
Thank you. In the initial shot, the farmer was on the left, and then suddenly he's now on the right hand side. So what's happening? So the 180.
Might have been broken, yes.
Yeah.
The logic of 180 degrees, understand the logic of 180 degrees is only applies when the discussion is happening. The logic of 180 degrees. When I am standing on the left side, audience will come to know this farmer Praveen is standing left side when they have another farmer to the right side. So it is, yes, it is this kind of discussion, during this kind of discussion, if you break the 180 degrees, then it will create the problem. If the only one farmer is working, then it will not create, yes, it is also a violation of the 180 degrees, but you can take the chance. So the more planning you do, the more good production you can do. The more good production you can do, it will help in your editing. So, any doubts on editing? Audio, yes. In Windows Movie Maker, you can't have the double track. You just have the single track. In advanced editing software, so you can have the multiple tracks. But here, you will have the only one audio track. VoiceOver, what we do is we record the VoiceOver in another software. We use this software called Format Factory. Okay. Yes, you can bring by reducing. So I think yes, if you already know the video production, knowing about the Movie Maker doesn't make any sense. If you are using the DPS Velocity, Final Cut Pro, Mac computers, Movie Maker is just a beginning. So here you have the audio control. You can control the audio. You can edit, but you can't do the advanced editing. Advanced editing like multiple layers of sound, like background score, voiceover, dialogue simultaneously coming on a single visual, or 2-3 visuals being juxtaposed. You cannot do the advanced video editing on Movie Maker. We can just do the basic level of sequencing. Shot number 1, shot number 2, shot number 3, shot number 4, shot number 5. The idea is to not to complicate the video production when we are working with the farmers, and underlyingly we would like to demystify the video production. It is not only the editing if you are doing on Final Cut Pro. It can also be considered as editing if you are doing open source software like Movie Maker.
I want to dub the same story in Gujarat.
No, Digital Green is against it. Local content, local needs, and local dissemination. I can't take non-negotiables video, non-negotiables and paddy from Ethiopia to Andhra Pradesh.
Within India it is.
No, within India we believe in highest possible localization. Highest possible localization. That's the reason why we make same video both in Chittoor and Rangareddy. Chittoor people, whatever they are talking in Telugu, it sounds like Tamil to Rangareddy people. So the whole idea is to try to localize the content, agriculture knowledge to the maximum extent possible. Until unless we don't try to localize it, we won't be different from the television, we won't be different from the agriculture magazines. Okay, are you titling? Credits. On home, you have this credits. You lay the credits. Visual effects also there, yes. But these basic visual effects are there. Or then I'll take you to all the shots. You have these animations. For example, transitions. Here I wanted to use the one transition, but I can't use in the middle. For that I'll have to split it. I split it. But both the shots remain same. I wanted to use this transition. I wanted to use this transition for a duration of 4 seconds. Like that. So at the beginning of that shot only we can lay the transition. Unlike Final Cut Pro and Avid, where you can insert the transition in the middle of the shot, Windows Movie Maker cannot accept in the middle of the shot. For that, what I have done is I have cut the shot. I have cut the shot, but I didn't delete anything. I want this transition to be here, so I laid it. I want this transition to be duration of 4 seconds. I put the 4 seconds duration. But ideally, yes, these transitions will not help. Effective storytelling is all about not using the transitions. Let me tell you.
Sometimes this person is there in the classroom and suddenly the scenery has to go to the field. But at that time, transition happens will be nice.
Yeah, transitions will be helpful. I believe, personally I believe that transitions should simplify the storytelling. They should not complicate.
It is like you are changing the scenery.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. In order to change the scene and the time, you can use the transitions. Any doubts? Any other questions rather, not then?
Titling only in English or any other language also.
Yeah, you can do the Google Translator. That's it. You can type in Telugu as well. Only thing is you'll have to change the title here. Once you download that Google Translator, you will get the English and Telugu title here.
Okay.
Google Translator, you'll have to download Telugu.
No, we use that only. There itself you can copy and paste it.
Yeah, that you can do. That you can do.
So any language, whatever languages that support, this also will support.
Yes. Anything else? Sound, we don't entertain using the copyrighted sound for our videos. If we use, we'll make sure that we are using it below 45 seconds, because using below 45 seconds doesn't violate any international copyright. So free source sound that we use. That's it. Anything else you would like to hear about digital in video extension model? That's it. Thank you. My colleague.
So there is going to be a tea break for 15 to 20 minutes. So try to come back by 3:40. No.
You said
Three-
voice over also you can do. How you are browsing and then putting it?
Yeah.
Where is that? In the home only?
No, again, you just go to home, add music,
There it
add sound, add music or add sound. Please don't hesitate to ask any doubt. You can ask ma'am, any other doubt?
that's what I want.
No, if you wanted to do the basic editing, after you're doing the proper shooting, well-planned shooting, Windows Movie Maker is absolutely fine. But it doesn't support the advanced shooting formats like high definition. And it doesn't even support the DSLR. If you are using the Canon 600D shooting the video, the moment if you import it, it will make it as scope. Tiny size it will make. Your frame will become very small. Because the codecs inbuilt on Movie Maker doesn't support the high definition formats. Normal digital camera accepts. Accepts. Any normal digital camera. Right. Thank you. Yeah.